How you doing, guys? Alex on BlueMoonRisingTV. I've just watched City 0, Stoke City 0. Disappointing result. A hard one to take. I think we all turned up to the ground maybe expecting a result, maybe we're a little bit complacent, maybe we owe Stoke a little bit more respect. They came today, they played their game, and to be honest, looking back, it's what we should have expected. They were physical, they disrupted the play, they made sure there was a lot of fouls, a lot of throw-ins, a lot of offsides. City never really got into any rhythm. Second half, we came out firing, we looked hungry, we looked like we were up for it, and you started to think, we're getting closer, we're going to get closer, and we are going to score. Silva had a chance, Sergio had a chance. There were one or two that we scratched at, but ultimately, it didn't happen, and maybe you've got to take that. Maybe you've got to say it's a bad day at the office. Arguably, it's a time of the season when we can't afford a bad day at the office, but the result is what it is. We already knew the title race was over before we came here. We're playing top four football. United, Liverpool, Arsenal look like they're all in free fall, so I don't think we need to worry about it too much. But it does raise a few alarm bells. The first one for me is the fullback situation. Gael Clichy was giving the ball away, didn't look up for it. Those of you that are regular viewers on the channel know I'm a Gael Clichy fanboy and I'll defend him to the hilt, but he's getting harder to defend because night after night you see him and he's struggling. He hasn't got the pace that he used to have. He hasn't got the confidence in his own ball anymore. He doesn't look like he's fit for the Guardiola system, and I'm sorry, Gael, but I think the clock is ticking. Bakary Sagna defensively is putting the work in, but again, going forward, he hasn't got the final ball. He doesn't really have the positional sense to get himself in the right places, do the attacking duties that Guardiola expects of him. Moving into the middle of the team, Yaya Toure. Now, for all the criticisms that I give of him, you couldn't fault his work ethic tonight. He was working hard, he was trying, he was driving through, he was shaking off Stoke tackles left, right and centre, but it just wasn't happening from tonight, and maybe that is a little bit of tiredness. He's been playing game after game after game for City recently, so maybe you can give him a night off. And a Kevin De Bruyne, who was rested, didn't start at the weekend against Sunderland. De Bruyne just didn't happen again, and that probably tiredness. He's exhausted, I imagine. He's been carrying this team for months, and again, it's someone who maybe we've got to hold our hands up and go, all right, Kev, you didn't perform tonight, but maybe we'll let you off. David Silva was the big omission from the starting lineup, and he came on and the game definitely changed. A little bit of David Silva magic, creating chances out of nothing. You'd argue that he missed the chance he should have scored, but it was a chance that he made out of nothing, and a chance that if it had fallen to somebody else, well, it wouldn't have happened because there was nobody else creating anything. Raheem Sterling is another one. You thought, what a player he would have been to bring off the bench. There's a couple of rumours of a knock going around that hasn't been confirmed as yet. If he's injured, that's it, but ultimately, we're talking about rotation. We are talking about players getting dropped from the 18 quite regularly. But Sterling, we missed him tonight. Jesus Navas got a lot of stick. I think that's a little bit uncertain. I actually thought he did everything that... he did nothing worse than anybody else in the team. I thought he was doing okay. There were a couple of balls, classic Navas, that you would want to be better. But by and large, I thought he was getting a lot of criticism, and really it was a poor team performance. So I say 4 out of 10. We go again, we look ahead to Middlesbrough, we dust ourselves off and we get back into form, and we treat it like a bad day at the office and not go back to the silly accusations of crisis and what have you. Guys, that's my say. Make sure you have yours in the comments. If you're new to BlueMoonRisingTV, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I guess FA Cup, we're in that now. If you want to see us win the FA Cup, hit the like button.